name is Zach, and welcome to another live stream of Infamous 1, my 100% series, and my Platinum series. Just give me 1 second, I'm just readjusting my seat and testing my audio. Okay, great. So today, I'm going to open up and say that something kind of stupid happened. People that may or may not remember from last Saturday's stream, I literally convinced myself, I actually can turn on the volume of my headset. I convinced myself that I was missing a blast shard because if we load into the game, you can see that we have 282 blast shards. I believe there's 147 in the Neon District and 136 in the Warren District. And that should, again, like it's not possible, and maybe misremembering the blast shards in each district. But the total number that we should have, if we have every blast shard from both Neon and Warren, is 282. Somehow last stream I did the math wrong and I added a number to either the blast shards in the Warren District or the blast shards in the Neon District. And I thought I needed 283, not 282. So I was completely wrong. I was really kind of upset to find out that I was wrong. But we actually do have all the blast shards, so now we can focus on completing the Warren District and moving on to the Historic. Before we go on, I do want to make sure that we have our trophies synced up. And let's go and go into powers, because I know I have some powers left. We don't have that much experience. I'll just save it. I can upgrade polarity wall. And I think what I may end up doing is work on upgrading, I guess, shock grenades first, so we get 5,500 experience with that. Or maybe shockwave. So let's first go over and we will do this satellite uplinks quest. I'm actually really glad to be back here streaming again. People may or may not be aware, depending on if you follow me on Twitter. But I kind of found out that I kind of had a hard time sleeping after the past couple days now, where I fall asleep at like 10 or 11 and I wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning. This happened twice now. Happened yesterday morning and it happened this morning. I have no idea why it keeps on happening, but it does. And because of that, I had to cancel Friday's live stream, Friday's Sim Street live stream, because I was just kind of falling asleep and I was sleeping in for most of the day. And I literally slept for most of the morning today. But I got up at 10 because I didn't want to like sleep in anymore and potentially miss out on missing a stream for the second day in a row. So even though I'm like still really tired right now, I'm still gonna be live streaming. I'm still gonna try and stream the full 4 hours. We'll see how well I feel. But I have no control over whether or not I fall asleep or not, or really like anything like that. I have like 3 different sleeping disorders. I have frequent issues with insomnia, parasomnia, which is common issues with sleep paralysis. And I have apsomnia, which is abnormal sleeping behavior. So I really have no control over whether or not I fall asleep or not, but it's just something that happens. That actually wasn't that bad. That was actually a pretty easy quest. Okay, I have another terror bus we need to do. I'm actually gonna take a moment and drink my Gatorade. See, we have terror bus, we have counter surveillance, we have infestation. Don't remember what infestation is in Ulterior Motives. I don't remember what infestation or Ulterior Motives is. I guess we'll find out once we get there. By the way, the reason people may wonder why I'm not using Karmic Overload, I'll probably use it once I kind of feel the need to use it. As I said, I can try to like refer to it as like the fuck it button. I'm basically gonna use it when I'm essentially backed up against the wall and literally have no other choice. The reason why I don't want to use it freely is because it does cost a lot of karma, and I don't know if like using a power and losing a bunch of karma would kind of get me in a tougher position to getting the achievement for finish the game as good.
I got big news tonight. I finally learned the identity of the terrorist. That's right. I know the name of the man who destroyed our city and sentenced us to life in this hell. This is Cole McGrath, terrorist, light bulb man, grade A certified douchebag. If you see him running around, do whatever it takes to bring him down. It's time for his reign of terror to end.
This guy kind of reminds me of Hunter Hellquest or Bonus too, like the type of person that just kind of spreads propaganda about the character.
One of those armored buses is driving around, shooting everyone in sight.
Really just trying to make my way over to that bus. What the hell? Area cleared of enemies. Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. There's one guy down. I think we just have one left. Yeah, it's a counter surveillance.
Look, transients put surveillance devices on my building. Please, you have to disable that junk.
I will say that I am kind of glad that we're kind of approaching the end of our first playthrough. I feel like we don't have much of the game left. My main problem with this game is it's the collectibles. I feel like there's too many and it's kind of a bit overwhelming at times. But if you can get past that, then the story of the game is actually not that bad. It's just, for a large portion of this game, I wasn't really having as much fun. Because I was just literally going from place to place, like taking out collectibles, and I didn't really find that as enjoyable. But now that we're essentially kind of nearing the end of this, I'm actually starting to enjoy myself a little bit more. Nine. I'm missing some. There's 10. Looks like the rest are over on this corner. There's 11. And there's 12. And now we have Infestation.
Those damn dustmen destroyed the clinic I had on one of the piers. Go break some bones. Teach them not to come around here.
Defeat the Dustman on the pier. Okay. There's another one. There's another one. Okay, I need to get up there. There's conduit defeated. Okay, how much is left? Yeah, I need to restock and get some more heals. Luckily, these turrets aren't as bad. Because they kind of go down easily with the precision shots. Area cleared of enemies. Hey, Melba. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm a little bit tired, but I kind of had like a couple hours sleep last night, so it's kind of understandable. But literally kept on sleeping for an hour at a time, but I'm doing well other than that.
Can you protect me while I get some stuff from my locker? I'll give you something you might like.
I was so worried once I accidentally hit him with my shot that I kind of failed the mission. By the way, what's your plan about your animation stuff for your project? I'm gonna hold off on like doing any animations for my project until I'm finished with the first round of revisions. Currently about like 5 or 6% of the way through. I'm reached about like chapter 4 or 5 of 30 in revision. So once I finish the first round, then I'll think about doing animations.
It's that locker over there. You'll have to take out those dustman guys first.
I've been collecting and hiding these things, keeping the gangbangers from getting their hands on them. Here, you can have one. Thanks for helping me out.
Guy's offering me 1 blast shard, even though he has 4 or 5 of them. I can take what he's offered, or I can fry him and clean out the whole locker.
Find 2 more for a new battery core. You know, I suspect that I'm missing this one area. I suspect that I'm actually need to kill an enemy to get like a dead drop quest.
Grab the thief before he gets away! Quick, I need help!
You may be able to get a trophy today here by gaining all territory in the wars, so it'll be great. Do you have any idea how much time it will take to complete your chapters? I've been trying to do a couple chapters a day, like a couple sections a day, I should say, which is about 1 or 2 chapters, depending on how long the sections are. Last week, I got up to chapter 4, and if the pace continues, I'll probably get up to chapter 8 this week, and there are 30 chapters total plus an epilogue. So maybe in about 5 or 6 weeks, I'll be done with the first round of missions. Nice. Not at all what I was trying to do, and put us all the way back here. That's perfect. Even though there's a point literally right over here that we just unlocked. Okay. Alright, well, let's go back. I can't stress this enough. Like, I really hate the Dustmen as an enemy faction. They're so annoying to fight. I'm really trying to I honestly don't exactly know how long it will take me. I just kind of like an estimation, but if I just keep on working on it every single day, then I should be able to get it done. Okay, so it's not you. I'm excited to make animations for you. I hope you'll complete your chapter soon. The chapters are already completed. I'm just revising them. I'm just like fixing all like the verb tense and I'm just fixing the verb tense, and I'm just really just revising some of the problematic scenes. So, like, I spent so much time, like, checking for, like, run-on sentences and, like, verb tense, like, in each section, but it is taking me, like, a very little time to actually go through it. Okay, well I guess we can't do this yet because I think I killed like all the enemies in this area. I'm not even in the right area.
You want to thank someone? You thank them.
I'm getting some
Thank
like
real
pixelating, like aliasing for some reason. I don't know why my game is having issues. I can't even see the game. Like it's just so pixelated. Really tend to just close the game and reload it. That's why I'm like saving it. If it doesn't fix itself soon, then I'll. Oh boy. Internet connection is not stable for game streaming. Oh, 1 second. My Ethernet cable is plugged into my PS5, so I'm actually just gonna close the game and reload it. Well, I just saved it. And is there no way to like select the file and then just close the game? Yeah, do that. Close the game in 4 seconds. Okay, well that's strange. I'm actually connected to Wi-Fi. Looks like I have a connection, so I don't know why I was having issues. Maybe try reloading, maybe it'll fix itself now. I have pretty much like the best router that I can get at the moment. Like last I heard, it's one of the best on the market. There's probably like a better router out there now, but we'll see if just rebooting the game will fix it. I don't know. It's a good thing we just saved. Never had this happen before. Your connection download speed is slower than the required minimum to stream. What? Any amount of loss can degrade gameplay. I've never had this happen before. How do I fix this? Like, if it requires me... Your connection may be slowed by other devices like smartphones or tablets are connected to the same network. Well, I can't do that because I live with my family and I can't tell them to turn off your tablets and laptops. Sometimes game update downloads could affect speeds. I don't know if I have any downloads that are running right now. I can check. This is something that I can't do in streaming. Try restarting your modem and router to set up your internet connection again. Let's just go through the easy ones, see if I have any downloads taking place. Of course, I don't know where to find downloads. So, I kind of have a problem here. I can try to run it again, but I think the only option for this to be fixed is to reboot my router. But doing that will have me like essentially be offline at Twitch for like 5 or maybe like 8 minutes max. And I don't know how I feel about like going offline for 8 minutes. So I'm actually gonna end the stream and shortly, and I'll try and reboot my router and try to troubleshoot this. Just to answer your question, Amela Jones, why don't you give your project to someone who can correct the grammatical mistakes and make it better and more professional novel for rechecking? I am actually planning on going to a professional line editor, but they charge you more the more amount of work they do. And I do want to try to make a lot of the changes myself, so it'll cost me less money for revisions. Plus, I already planned on rewriting like some scenes in my book to make it like a little bit more clearer, and to clarify parts. There are 3 parts in my first book, and parts 2 or part 3. I wasn't as detailed as part 1 was, so I wanted to like slow things down and just focus more on the environment and what my characters are feeling during that those specific parts. So I want to just try and like fix like a lot of stuff and kind of expand on some things before I send it to a line editor. But I do have plans on sending my book to a line editor, but it is I want to try and like catch like a lot of stuff on my own first. But I'm having some technical difficulties right now. I'm probably getting to reboot my router and see if this InFamous will run again. But I'm actually going to end the stream really freaking early, like 33 minutes, or wait, 3.5 hours early, because I having some issues with my internet. So if you're remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. Hopefully, if my router is actually working properly, I will be streaming InFamous 1 again on Saturday, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be streaming Central 1 for 100% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. And assuming I don't have an issue sleeping again, I'm going to be streaming Sims 3 Pets for 100% completion on Fridays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. I am going to get offline and I'm going to reboot my router and see if I can get this thing to work. Probably going to take me like 5 to 8 minutes, and that's why I'm just going to like get offline and just kind of end the stream early, because I don't really know, number one, if the issue will be fixed when I reboot my router, and I want to try and like make sure that this is actually working for next time so that I can actually stream the full 4 hours. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm sorry for the shorter stream, but I can't predict bullshit.